Hi, today our topic is sketching of linear inequalities in two variables. With this, I say you are welcome to mathematics. At the end of this lesson, you will draw any two variable linear inequality. 2. Show the region that satisfies an inequality of two variables. Before we dive into the topic for today, please I want to or encourage you to watch videos on ways to sketch a straight line graph as shown here. So there are videos anyway. There are previous video. Please watch them because this serves as a prerequisite for us to being able to um, survive this topic and to be able to understand this topic better. Let's discuss about steps to sketch a two-variable linear inequality graph. 1. Sketch its equation using a broken line for greater than or less than, or solid or unbroken line for when we have less than or equal to or greater than or equals to, which divide the graph into two parts when dealing with just one linear inequality graph at a time. So that's the first step. The second step is to test a point outside the line. We pick a point outside the line of the inequality, we test it. So if test comes out at false, we shade the region or side of the point. Please observe that the line has already divided our graph into two parts. So wherever the point is, if the test comes out as false, we shade the region of the point. But if it comes out as true, we shade the opposite side of the point. Note, the unshaded side is the required region. In case of simultaneous linear inequality in two variables, so as to give a clear region, required region. So that's why we decided to shade the um, leave the required region blank. You appreciate this when we get to simultaneous linear inequalities. Okay, we start an example which says that show the region that satisfies 3x minus 2y less than 6. Okay, we start with the step summary which says sketch its equation using broken line when we have less than or greater than. Then we use a solid or unbroken line when we have greater than or equals to or less than or equals to. Then after that, we test the point outside the line. If test comes out true, we shade the opposite side of the point. And if test comes out false, we shade the side of the point. But note, the unshaded region is our required region. Okay, let's have a solution. Then we draw our x-axis and our y-axis where they are meeting is surely the origin. Okay, so we locate minus 3 at the bottom part of y. So because when x is 0, y is minus 3. Let me just give you a rough sketch of that because if x is 0, 0 comes up here, so everything here becomes 0. Then we are left with minus 2y equals to 6 because we are sketching its equation actually. So we divide both sides by minus 2. Okay, once we divide both sides by minus 2, we observe that y is now equal to minus 3. So that's why we have y equals minus 3 over here. Okay, so let me just rub off all this. Okay, now then moving forward, Same thing also applies, almost same thing applies for the x part, because when y equals 0, x is 2. Why? We just need to divide both sides here by 3, because when y is 0, this part here must have been nullified. Then we have divide both sides by 3, then to get x to be 2. Now we have our two valid points to join together with a straight line. Then the question now boils down to what type of line are we joining together. So we are using a broken line. Why? The inequality sign here says less than, so which is meant for broken line. So we are drawing a broken line just to join them together. Then that's number one. Number two is that we test the point outside the line, and if the line is not passing through 0, 0, actually that's what we use most of the time. The origin here 0, 0. So let's have a test on 0, 0. Then we test 0, 0, that is the inequality question says 3x minus 2y less than 6. So 0, 0 means when x is 0, y is 0. So that makes 3 into bracket 0 minus 2 into bracket 0 is less than 6. At the end of the day, we have 3 times 0, 0, 2 times 0, 0. Everything at the left hand part here, it will be 0, which makes it 0 less than 6. And by logic, 0 is truly less than 6, which makes it true. Since it's true, what do we say? We say that, okay, by the algorithm here, which says if it's true, we share the opposite side of the point. Now this is where we have our point, then the opposite side of the point will be this part here. So will be the other part here as shaded, as you can see, this blue region part here, which we shade. Then we take note that by giving it a letter, maybe say G, then writing that therefore the region G is our required region. This part is the real solution of this question, because you are meant to show the region. So once you are not able to show the region, or just shading is not enough, but showing the region, that is, just give it any letter that you want, and therefore give us a summary of the meaning of the letter here that says therefore the region G is the required region, and that makes the work perfectly done. Okay, we want to say a very big thank you for watching this video. You're highly appreciated. Please feel free to comment your questions, and give this video a like, and subscribe if you haven't. Share with your friends. It's valuable lessons that we are learning here.